The 80s was a real flowering, a real kind of explosion of cultural activity, especially on the minority front. You know, the GLC was funding a variety of different groups that came together on grounds of ethnicity and gender and sexuality.
The mood of the country was generally progressive. Feminism was in its heyday. There was quite a lot of interest in multiculturalism. There was a very strong anti-racist movement.
It was an era when people were becoming confident about exerting their power, you know, as individuals, as women, as blacks. It was an exciting time.
And the same thing with publishing. There were a lot of women's publishing groups that had set up more or less around that time. So we had the Women's Press, and then we had Virago, there was Sheba, there were quite a number of women's and feminist presses. You know, because 70s had been the second wave feminism, and then all this work was being produced, there was this recognition that we'd lost previous work, not because it hadn't happened, but because people failed to record it. And so the importance of publishing for women was, you know, up there, you know, in terms of political consciousness of how do we make sure that our contributions aren't lost from view.